Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, and this is part 5 of our series, Tales of the Wandering Soldier. Before we begin, I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed, liked, commented, and shared our videos. It means a lot to us, and we hope you enjoy listening to these stories as much as we enjoy bringing them to you. So let's jump right into it. Finally, Colonel Justin shares a tale of an ancient stone fortress in North Africa, where hidden rooms revealed strange writings and golden relics. But he admits some things he saw there still haunt his dreams. The year was 2012, when Justin received orders to lead his men to an ancient fortress in a remote area of North Africa. Locals claimed the fortress was cursed, but Justin, a non-believer, went anyway. The fortress was made of huge stones and was so big that it took several hours to walk around its entire perimeter. And though locals believed it was cursed, many of them also admitted they had never actually seen the fortress for themselves. Rumor had it that anyone who did see the fortress would die within 3 days. Naturally, Justin and his soldiers thought this was nonsense. They had come too far to turn back now. Justin led his team through the fortress's many passageways and towers, all the while keeping a sharp lookout for booby traps and other dangers. After what felt like hours, they finally found a large room with strange symbols carved into its walls. Justin realized this must have been some kind of temple or shrine. He examined the symbols and writings more closely. Some looked like they could be religious icons or maybe even deities. Others appeared to be geometric patterns or astrological charts. It was unlike anything he'd ever seen before. Then, suddenly, one of the soldiers shouted, "Look! Over there!" They had found another entranceway concealed behind a tapestry, almost like a secret passage. Curiosity piqued. Justin and his men entered the passage cautiously. It was dark and narrow, but after a few minutes, it opened up into a large chamber. In the center stood a pedestal made of pure gold. On top was an ornately carved box, also made of gold. Justin carefully opened the box and found it was filled with ancient scrolls. They were written in a language Justin didn't recognize, but their age was evident. One of the soldiers, an expert in ancient languages, began deciphering the text. As they read, a gasp echoed through the chamber. The scrolls spoke of a great king, one who had ruled over this land many years ago. According to the scrolls, the king had amassed a vast fortune in gold and jewels, which he hid in this very place before disappearing without a trace. Some said he'd gone mad. Others claimed he'd been cursed. Whatever the truth, his treasure remained here for centuries, untouched until now. Justin knew he had stumbled upon something truly special, perhaps the greatest discovery of his career. But as they celebrated, he couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. He dismissed it at first, believing it was just his imagination playing tricks on him. But the feeling persisted, growing stronger with each passing moment. Then, as he turned to leave the chamber, he saw a pair of eyes gleaming at him from the shadows. He froze, his heart pounding in his chest. For a moment, he and the soldier stared at each other, neither moving. Then, with a guttural growl, the creature lunged. Justin and his men fought bravely, but they were no match for the creature's strength and ferocity. One by one, they fell victim to its razor-sharp claws and teeth. Soon, only Justin was left alive, and as the creature approached him, he knew it was the end. But before it could strike the final blow, Justin did something he never thought possible. He reached out and touched the creature, and in that instant, everything went black. When Justin awoke, he was back in his tent, disoriented. He sat up and quickly scanned his men were alive and well, and the fortress was just outside the camp. Had it all been a dream? He couldn't be sure. The only evidence of the previous night's events was a small cut on his hand. As he examined it, he noticed something strange. A golden amulet with an inscription that looked eerily familiar. It was then he realized the truth. He and his men hadn't been attacked by a mythical beast after all, but by a very real and very dangerous enemy. Someone had set a trap for them, using illusions and trickery to lure them into a false sense of security. But why? And who was behind it? Justin has never found the answers to those questions. But he knows one thing for sure. Some things are best left undisturbed. And now he carries the amulet as a reminder of the horrors he witnessed that day. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Tales of the Wandering Soldier. If you want to hear more stories like this, stay tuned for more updates.